I say the token's up to you completely. The map might actually come up considering your character has the Eidolon specifically could be very plot relevant really soon.
He's an outsider.
Yeah.
He's a what now? I probably should have said that. Sorry, Dumblefuck. He's nothing. Don't worry. No, you can't take that back.
Dumblefuck doesn't take offense to your outsider, but takes offense to your nicknames.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Wesley.
Yeah,
So
we
so
have
so
normal
so
Frank.
so, so
This
should
we
I
can
put
also talk.
Dapper Frank on the front instead of your
Yes.
little town guard guy? Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
Until
Dapper
further
Frank
notice,
can't even
I am
talk.
using Dapper Frank.
Dapper Frank can't even talk. You're totally right.
Hey. Does anyone have
Rat.
minor illusion?
Hold on. Is it a cantrip or a spell?
Cantrip.
Yes, I do.
Then Frank can talk. We use minor illusion.
Do I have? Can I get minor illusion? Oh my god, I can get minor illusion.
Please do that. Please do
Do
that.
it.
Without further ado, let's get started then. So, a day has passed since the events that unfolded at Nutsai University. Everyone has taken the time to recover and rest up for their first outing to seek the Magisters. Uncertain of what lies before them, the party gathers in the basement of Earthly Gumption to discuss where to go next. Madame Seldra is performing her routine maintenance behind a folding curtain. Mavin and Gavin are playing a game of Magic the Pokio. Solomon and his puppet seem to be resting, and Joel is teaching Frank how to use the foreman.
All the while.
All the while somebody's sitting outside being moody.
And getting yelled at by his Eidolon.
Are we there yet?
You get an
No,
odd look
we're
from
good.
Frank for just a moment. He's like, you do realize we haven't left, correct?
Yep.
All right, just checking. So Joel, what do I do with the propane?
You hook it up to this little nozzle down here, you see. You don't want to hook it up to this nozzle or your birds or get a real nasty taste.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. He hooks it up to the nozzle.
Now, once you do that, you want to turn this doohickey right here. This is called a crank.
Frank grasps
And
the
turn
crank.
the crank. Push these buttons right here. This is a very high tech new model.
He pushes the button for popcorn.
And that was very good and all. Now we need to find ourselves some popcorn.
Well, I don't suppose there's any in this fridge. He takes a walk over to the fridge and opens it up. Sausage links, beef patties, shit ton of booze. Doesn't he have an infinite chest of booze? Why the fuck does he need more booze in the fridge? Frank rummages around in the back. Yeah, sorry, no popcorn.
From behind this thingy here, you just hear some clicking and just some worry.
I get up. Well, I'm bored. And then I just hop off the table and then walk up the stairs to this area.
All right. Yeah, it comes out here.
Yeah, I figured.
Frank's like, hey, well, Wizzro should be getting back at any point now. Maybe we should go see if he's there.
Let me just, he's gonna try to sneak up on the old man.
So,
Seldra will fold it back and walk on out.
all right. So you when you get outside, Solomon, you see Tenrier is just like tiptoeing up behind the wizard, who seems to be doing some sort of like ritual preparation. This time he's fully clothed, not in the bath towel anymore. Yeah, he set up some sort of ritual circle, and yeah, Tenrier sneaks up behind him. He's completely unaware.
He's just gonna get like right behind him, like looking over his shoulder. Not gonna do anything yet because he doesn't want to mess it up. But the moment he's done, he's gonna do something.
Frank opens the door to the outside and walks out and is like, yeah, I guess I should.
He's just gonna wait till he knows that the wizard is done, and then he's gonna He's gonna spook him.
Well, the wizard heard
What?
Frank open the door, so
You're
the
going.
wizard
You're
starts.
going to what? You're going to what?
Spook him.
He turns
Scare him.
around. He turns around to look
Okay.
in the direction of Frank. What do you do?
The moment he starts turning around, he just he casts the light spell on his hand and says, "Boo."
The wizard just. Let's see here. Let's roll some old fucking wisdom.
Why
And he
not?
turns around. He's like, "Oh, all right. Why don't you get a flashlight?
The hell's a flashlight?
What you doing with your hand there, boy?"
This is the light spell. He dismisses the light.
Oh, I see. I see.
I don't
The
think
wizard causes like a little blue orb to float in his hand. He's like, "See, this is my light spell. I'm not used to you just making shit glow.
I don't.
That's magic."
So this is gonna walk by, give Joel a hug, then head upstairs.
Don't worry, he has a glove on. He's
Okay. That's...
he's
Alright.
super edgy boy. Remember?
Yeah, of course. It's probably a fingerless glove, right?
Yeah.
No. Not all the fingers are fingerless. Only the index, middle finger, and thumb.
What?
The only important ones.
So that you could do
Exactly.
like a rock sign?
That way, it makes finger guns even easier too.
Nice, nice. It's a good design.
Very good.
So Wizzro addresses the group. Well, I was gonna come down and tell you, but seeing as you're all here,
Hello.
I managed to get your shopping done for you guys.
Woo.
I've
Wonderful.
gathered all the items you requested from the Kaida district. It seems like Ballast pulled some strings with Vergil. The whole district seems untouched by the evil death worm bullshit. He has a big sack over his shoulder. Here, why don't we go downstairs and lay this stuff all out?
Certainly. Thank you, Wizzro.
And then hopefully, while you guys are gone today, he looks back at the circle of sorts. I'm gonna see what I can do about your friend. You see, there's a ritual circle on the floor. He's been drawing with what looks like playground chalk, but the vial of black tar from earlier is sitting in the center of the circle.
Oh yeah, the person.
Hey, wait, when did you get that?
You gave it to me yesterday.
I did, right.
You said to do something about her.
Yeah.
Are you sure you rested up?
I rested up enough.
Hmm. He tisks and continues to walk into the Earthly Gumption.
Don't you tisk at me, you old wizard man guy.
Young whippersnapper that lives in my basement.
I live wherever I want to live. I slept in a tree.
You didn't use the cots that I gave you.
I sleep where I want.
Right. Noted.
Thank you, Wizzro.
Yeah, no
Please,
problem.
because,
It's the least I can do, considering you're all helping out with such a noble cause.
Why
my
does
God.
Abraxas not snap to the grid? Oh god.
I don't know. Abraxas is an ethereal creature. He does what he wants.
Apparently so. Wow. Oh, that's so much better.
Okie dokie. So Wizzro goes to the card table and he drops down a sack on the table. It's a small sack. But he begins to pull out a sword that's almost 3 times the length of the bag and place it down on the table. Short sword, as you ordered. He pulls out then 5 packages of some sort of like fast food confection or something. He says, 5 bags of barbecue chips for the road. Then he takes out some rather large, lanky-looking poofy things, and he says, 5 inflatable bedrolls, 1 for each of you. 16 beef patties, frozen. He tosses them over to Joel.
Joel slaps like 6 on the grill.
And then let's see. I also decided Wimbledon had some interesting items in sale. He was able to give me some cool offers, so I got you this one. He pulls out a vial of a weird shifting colored liquid. Like at one moment it's red, the next moment it's green and yellow, and he says, "This is a potion of randomness. Its effect can be completely wild, and the effect, theoretically, should be based on the situation. Hopefully that'll help you. He then pulls out a flannel
Interesting.
suit of some sort. Now, I don't remember who requested this, but someone asked for a flannel suit. I really hope it'll fit. I have no idea.
Fuck the Joel.
Is it a tiny flannel suit?
It's not a tiny flannel suit, no.
All right, then I don't care.
I believe that was I believe that was for Frank.
Oh, Frank! He looks over at
Yes.
Frank. Is
What,
this
wait, was
yours?
it Frank? I thought we wanted to get a final suit for Joel.
No,
Frank-
that was for me.
Oh, that's it.
It's like, Joel, why didn't you say something? Here you go.
I'm too busy focusing on my grilling.
Of course. And then he says, "All right, we've got two more things which should really help you in this mission." And he pulls out two elaborate glass bottles. These are potions of polymorph. These potions will transform you into any shape that you desire. And he places those on the table.
Any shape?
Any shape within the constraints of a he coughs, medium creature.
Damn.
Darn it.
I raise my hand. In my case, is it a small creature?
Yes, it constrains to the size of the wearer, so you'll still be small.
All right. Can I make myself a small bear?
You could do that if you really wanted to.
Wait, did you say...
Seldra's just going to open up her pocket dimension, put the bedroll in there. Says, thank you.
Yeah, but of
Only
course.
creatures, not things like pixies or whatever?
Well, determining your purview of what a creature is, I'd imagine pixie fits within that.
I look over and say, I think of a creature as anything that moves.
That's a good point. I don't really know if you could fool the potion, but you could say a chest is a creature since it has hinges.
Mimic.
Well
Yeah,
said.
just disguise yourself as a mimic.
That's a good point.
Well said, Solomon. She gives you a little pat on the head.
If you polymorph into a mimic, do you have the ability to mimic,
I think so.
or are you just
Probably.
mimicking a mimic?
This
If
is
you
really
poly- Oh,
existentially.
guys.
Wizzro says, also, Wimbledon just gave me a grab bag of a random thing that he said would be super useful. I have no idea what it is or whether it's going to be useful, but
That sounds fun.
Here. He pulls it out of the bag. Who wants to take the pull?
Me.
Wesley,
I don't know.
roll a D975.
Ooh boy.
Like,
Pulling on-
Tenrier
pulling
was
on what?
D975 for the random item that Wizzro got you.
184.
Alright, 184.
Is it gonna be?
Okay, you pull it out and it seems to be, it's heavy and it's made of metal. You pull out an ornate axe head.
Huh.
So there's a fancy scene on the head of the axe showing a crowd of human villagers throwing a halfling down a well.
That's interesting.
You can, yeah, it's just the head of an axe.
I get the feeling.
Huh.
I get the feeling that thing's extremely cursed.
Tenrier pulls out like the quarterstaff that he has on his back and is like, let's make it into an axe.
I say, do you really want to do that?
It could be very interesting.
I hold it out and I'm like, I mean, that might be cool.
Frank says, "Well, maybe
can-
if you turned it into a small axe, you could throw it at people."
I mean,
I point to Frank and I'm like, I like your ideas.
That's a mighty fine idea, Frank. Back in my Boy Scout days, we used to do something like that with little targets put on trees.
Frank is
can-
utterly engrossed in what you're saying.
I could
And
possibly
if we
assist with
manage
that.
to get the axes into the targets on the trees, we will pull them back out and try again.
Is Frank says, yeah. So you could like, wait. He rushes over into the corner where Gavin and Mavin are playing cards. And he points at this massive target against the wall. Would that work?
That could work.
Frank is like, well, we could have an axe throwing thing. I don't really know where I was
Competition?
going with that, but yeah, like a competition, like Joel was talking about.
A fun little thing to pass some time.
Or we
Sounds
could like
peachy to me.
hit
Seldra's
bad
gonna walk
guys.
over to Frank. You seem to be doing better than you were earlier.
Yeah, it's amazing how much rest can really do for you.
Definitely.
I have come to terms with what's happening, and I'm ready to assist in whatever ways are possible.
That's good to hear.
I mumble to myself, oh, look at Frank advancing his character arc.
Tenrier like has the quarterstaff on the table. It's like, all right, we need to figure out how big that is, and
We'll likely need all the help we can get, Frank. So it's good to know we can rely on you.
Oh, well, thanks. I'm just glad that you guys took the time to help me get out of there.
you're welcome.
So if we break the end of
Nuts.
the end of the axe head and stuff the pieces into the quarterstaff and use mending, will it just be an axe? Is that how that works?
I have Tinker's tools.
I also have some tools that might work for this.
I mean,
Do
I
you
do
guys want
too.
to spend an hour and create axe with ornate artwork on it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We do the thing.
Okay.
I am proficient in Tinker's tools.
So everybody that's going to be working on this, I want a group craft check just
All right.
for everyone that's going to be working on making these.
Okay,
This
right.
this isn't technically a finesse crafting situation. This is, putting a handle on an axe. So you don't
There's a
really
cure
need
here.
Tinker's tools even. It's probably not that hard. You just need to make sure that the
A
staff
little-
itself
a little
is
mallet to tap. A little mallet to tap it
right
onto
size.
the end. A little knife to taper it.
Yeah. So okay. So this will consume the quarterstaff and the axe head,
All right.
and it'll create one ornate axe. That's good enough. So altogether,
Proficiency.
you spend about an hour, and you're able to craft a decently looking axe handle, although the axe head is far more desirable in comparison. But still,
We'll carve it later. Don't worry.
you got yourself an ornate axe. So it's a d6 slashing, and because you did pretty well, we're gonna have a +1 bonus on that.
Neat.
Who's holding on to
There
that?
you go.
In the meantime, Dumbledalf has gone over to join the two wizards doing cards while you're working at the table.
If no one else wants it, I'll take it, I guess. Oh wait, I can't use
Are you
it.
able to use that? That would be a great
Yeah,
axe for
probably
you.
not.
Wait, Richard, didn't we use your quarterstaff to make it?
Yeah.
That's fair. It
Then
seems like you
perhaps
should get
you
it.
should have it.
I'm not strength boy.
None of us are straightforward. We're wizards.
Frank's like, I wouldn't mind trading. He'd take the axe if no one else wants it.
That's true. He doesn't have a weapon, does he?
I
Nope.
look down at it and I'm like, come to think of it, why did we do this? Because none of us can use this.
I can use it. I'm just not the best at it.
Frank's like, I'll learn. He does like a little magical cat's cradle. I got this, but it's not great.
I
Sorry,
take the axe and I hold it out to Frank. This is your weapon now. Treat it with care.
I will treasure it forever.
In my experience, it's always best to carry some kind of normal weapon alongside your spells. You never know when you're just going to run out of energy.
Speaking of, he slowly grabs the short sword.
Yeah, you got the short sword.
I'm gonna take that.
So, Seldra doesn't say anything out loud, but in her mind she says, "I'm just perfectly happy with my scythe."
Yeah, we've also got a bag of barbecue chips for each person, an inflatable bedroll, and then who's gonna take the potion of randomness?
I will.
Right, Westley has the potion of randomness, and then there are
Seldra with a very kawaii, happy face just grabs a bag of chips and just kind of shoves it into her pocket dimension. If you saw
Okay.
that.
How much can you even fit in there?
As much as I want. It is a pocket dimension.
Show of hands, who
wanna-
has a magical storage space?
Tenrier does
I
not
will.
raise-
Seldra's hand shoots straight up.
Tenrier's like the only one who doesn't hold a hand up.
Wizzro
You mean like a bag
regrets-
of illusions?
What?
I got a fanny pack, but I don't have no bag of illusions.
Frank looks at the back end of Joel's like, oh, so you do.
I would have to find a bag of holding eventually, and then I'm gonna shove everyone in it.
Wizzro puts his hand on the table, grabs back his bag of holding, is like, well, good luck with that. So, got interesting news for you folks. Wimbledon also says he was unaware of Vercule's plan until it happened. He's staying quiet about it, but he seems to be of the impression that some of the other magisters are unhappy with Vercule's methods. So
That's interesting to know.
yeah, be on your guard. We don't know the mentality or the mindset of who you're going up against.
Fun.
We'll have to keep that in mind when we go to visit Wimbledon. He might be an ally.
Oh, he's definitely an ally. Me and him go way back. You can think of him like our inside man in this deal. He won't lead you astray. Now, oh come on, stop being a stick in the mud. He's a good guy. You'll meet him eventually. Wizzro gives you like a discerning parent look.
I give a thumbs up and say works for me.
I've
Is
read.
everything, is everything all right? Tenrier?
I've read enough books to know that books to know how some stuff like this goes. The man that's your friend typically betrays you in the end because he was actually the evil villain all along.
Whisper looks left and right like, I'm not the evil villain. I can guarantee you that.
I didn't say you. I was talking about your friend.
Well, I'll ask him next time I
hilarious.
see him. I'll give him some shit about being the secret mastermind of this whole plot.
I
I'm sure
wouldn't
he'll love
recommend
that. Oh, believe me, it's fine. Now, so your goal, as you know, I'm going to just recount it because memory's a fickle thing. You got to find out where the Grand Wizard Citadel is. But beyond that, Baron LeBlanc himself should have a key of some sort that allows entrance into the Citadel. Each Magister has one, but their shape and design varies tremendously. I'll give you basically the details that I heard from Wimbledon about the Baron. So, the Baron's Manor is somewhere in the barrows of the Silt Flats. I picked his brain about it, and he says that to get invited to one of these things is no easy order. You'd have to be high society in the flats, and even then, these people are hand-picked by the Baron himself. However, we're in luck. Tonight's party is a masquerade ball. Everyone attends as a persona, and no one's allowed to say who they actually are. Problem being, that's going to make it hard to find the Baron and get information from him, but you should be able to stealthily attend so long as you're good about it. That's why I grabbed those polymorph potions for you and that potion of randomness. Now, I've set up the Planehopper to send you close to the manor, but not too close as to be suspicious. You'll have to find your way through the barrels to get there, so I wish you the best of luck. While you're away, I'll attempt to return Penelope to her senses, and hopefully when you return, she'll be with us once more.
Please do what you can.
Don't fuck up.
I kind of mumbled to myself. Is this one of those masquerade balls that wizards make, where you polymorph into whatever you're masquerading as?
That's probably a good assumption.
Tenrier just points at Abraxas. I could always just stay outside and use him.
Wizzro looks at Braxis up and down. Yeah, he's got that medieval glow to him, doesn't he?
I will destroy you.
Charming. Now, if you're ready, he flicks his fingers together and a spark of magic flies through them. He rubs them around the ground and the circle begins to whir within magical energy, and a slight breeze and almost the smell of salt in the air can be felt flowing throughout the basement of Earthly Gumption. Whenever you're ready, the Silt Flats awaits.
Tenrier holds a hand out to Solomon.
No time like the present.
I give him a high five.
I thought that you didn't want to be, walking around and all that.
Seldra hops into the portal.
I say, oh no, I got that covered. I snap my fingers and I summon Dapper Frank.
Speaking Speaking of actually, Solomon, he looks at Dapper Frank and then sees like the breast pocket. He grabs Solomon and puts him in the breast pocket.
Solomon hops into the breast pocket of
Yeah.
Dapper Frank.
Yep.
There you go.
Can you
Oh.
put Dapper Frank like below me?
Yeah, I'll do that in the next room. That's
This
pretty
was the
good.
best idea ever.
And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna test this out because I just figured this out. And then I make Dapper Frank say hello.
Hello.
Dapper Frank says hello.
All right, cool. I can do this.
All right, I need to give you control over Dapper Frank then, I guess. Fucking hell. I forgot Dapper Frank was gonna be a thing. All right, does
We don't
everybody...
even need to use
But
the
Dapper Frank wasn't the main like plot point of this whole session.
you might be right. He might be the whole point.
Like, we don't even need to do anything for Solomon. He could just sit in the pocket and be the doll
Yeah.
in the fancy man's pocket.
Does everybody else join Seldra in the portal?
Hang on, I need to finish plating up these hamburgers.
Frank hops on in. Joel is preparing hamburgers.
Now, everyone, they may be slightly burnt, but they're still good.
Wizzro
What?
looks over. In my experience, the burnt ones are the best ones.
Okay, I walk over to the portal, like precariously carrying like stacks of hamburgers on paper plates, 3 in each hand.
Dun, 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 dun. Roll dex for me.
Roll dex. Oh
Roll
shoot!
dex to not spill hamburgers.
Not spill hamburgers. Okay,
Oh my gosh.
it's gonna be a disaster. Oh my god!
In a flurry of hamburger and dad sauce, the group flies through the planar warp and heads off to the silt flats.
You trip on the shag carpet.
Oh
The
god.
portal whirring around you. You emerge,
Okay.
and your senses immediately widen as the air and the landscape around you is dusty and alien. And
I'm
there's a few
picking-
hamburgers.
I'm like picking up the hamburgers and trying to like brush off the silt.
They're all covered in like silt, dust, and shit. It's nasty.
Praxis is like in front of Tenrier. Well, Tenrier's all clean, and Praxis has everything all over him. It's like,
Yep.
uh,
You